Hey guys, so what's up? This is CS2108218087 here, and just to make sure my audio is on, I'm gonna click there. Yes, my audio is on, and my audio's up a bit too loud. I'm gonna take it down in just a little bit. So this is a coding video, and it's we're going to make a web browser in this video. Now, a web browser is, if you don't know what that is, and I really hope you do, well then I will show you a couple of them right now. Well, the most popular one is Internet Explorer. It comes with Microsoft, any Windows computer, Microsoft computer, and it is the worst web browser there is. Slow, very unflexible. It has no add-on store that I know of, and it sucks, and I regret ever using it. I used it for the best part of my internet using. And then there's the best one, Google Chrome, which some people say is second best, only beaten by Mozilla Firefox, but that is not true. Google Chrome outbeats it with the lightning fast speed. Look how fast it opens that. I'm going to go ahead and go on Google. Now, it will be a lot slower because of all this stuff I have opened, but there we go. It went like that. And I'm not going to open Mozilla. It is fast. It is pretty fast, but it's the second best, and it has a lot of add-ons. It only beats Chrome in add-ons, and even Chrome has really good stuff on that. So Firefox is another really good one. I use it on my laptop only because Chrome doesn't function correctly. It does, but it's just slow on my laptop because it's an old laptop. And then I used to have it, but I don't have it anymore. Opera. I never really use it. I just downloaded it to see what it was like. Opera's one that it's not as popular as the other big ones, but it is a extremely popular thing that about a couple million people use. And chances are that if out of 100 views that I get, and if you're all unique and you all use the internet, about 2 of you will use Opera. So it is pretty popular, but not that popular. And another one is Safari. Don't think I'll leave it out. And of course, another one not very popular, used by about 0.0000001% of the internet users. I'm just kidding. It's like a hundredth of that. It might be like a thousandth of that fraction I just said. Web browser 1. I made that. It was my first web browser, and it's pretty nice. And I'm going to steal the coding off of it eventually to make this good web browser, which is going to be my official web browser, and I hope it gets popular. Now I'm gonna try to call it Smash web browser, but first I'm gonna have to make sure that there isn't already a Smash web browser, which is very low likely, and I will also might change the name, but just look at the title and that's the name. It'll say it there. It'll probably say Smash though. So you're going to give it a name. I'm gonna make it Smash. Name is Smash. And you're just going to want to let it load. And then you get this form. And you will make this in Visual Basic 2008. You can use 2010, and you might be able to even use 2005. I'm not sure if you can use 2005. And even earlier versions, I think there's a 2003. Don't use those because they're old. Download 2008. It's awesome. So we're just going to start off by going down, putting in a web browser. Web browser is not what you think it is. Now, it's only where, like, for instance, Google Chrome, it would be this part, not this part. This part up here is where the awesome stuff goes in. Now, one thing I wish Google Chrome did, they can move the web browser up a tiny bit, which would make it bigger. Now, Google Chrome takes up the least space, as you have a lot of this not as much as this. As of Internet Explorer, it goes down to here on default. You can make it go down to here, but that's about as low as it goes, without, you know, taking away this or tabs or something. Make it less good. And Internet Explorer is slow too. So this is going to be a long video. So you have this, which makes the whole thing this part, meaning there's no tab, there's none of this, nothing. So what you're going to do is you're going to click that little arrow. It's hard to see, I know, but look by X and the oops, sorry about that. And there should be a little arrow. Click on that and then say undock in parent container. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to stretch it just like so, and bring it on bring it completely out on every side except for the top, which you're going to leave about that much space for the top, so that you do have some space. You want to put this there and then do that. So this works as the address bar, and you're going to want to put it right about there. And you can stretch it out a bit, which I'm going to do. And this is where the buttons go, as of in Chrome, right here. The home button, the refresh button, back and forward button. That's exactly what it is going to be. Now, you're going to want to have another button. And the text box has no coding, if little coding, if any. If you can code it if you want to, but don't. I'm going to put it as the go button. Now, I'm not sure if this type of coding, oopsies, would work, but if there's any way to make the go button work as the enter too, I would highly recommend that. So we can go ahead and move this over a bit and make this a bit longer, so that right now if we were to run our project, which by clicking there it would have this, which a working go button, but this doesn't work so far, and nothing there. Nothing works because we have this. Nothing. We have an uncoded piece of crap. So we're going to go here and we're going to put oi. I don't know why I said oi. I've actually been trying to use that British word. Would. I have a British accent. Alright, so if text box 1 dot text equals empty parentheses means nothing, then that means to do nothing. Else, web browser 1 dot navigate text box 1 dot text, in parentheses, of course. So now if we were to click there and run our awesome project, does that. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Go to HTTP. You don't have to put HTTP. To prove it, I'm going to just go to google.com. Go. Google. No tricks. No nothing. You saw me make the thing. It works. It's a working web browser. And this is the perfect web browser for you. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, the refresh button, you want to refresh the page, click go again. It refreshes the page. Technically, yeah, because it goes. But there's another there's a problem though. Let's say you were to click Machinima. I'm gonna let it load. The refresh button, go, if we were to click it, it would take us back to YouTube, because we did not yet code it to change whenever this changes. we won't code that until part 2, which is just where I pick up a few things, make some scripting errors, and if this doesn't work, don't worry. Just go to part 2 and see if there's a scripting error, and then take that error out. But there shouldn't be any really big errors. Just some little errors. Now what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to put in 4 buttons and resize them so that they're small and they can fit in a little spot. But I'm kidding, I'm not mature like that, but I'm going to make them all say but. This is a good way to make buttons say but instead of doing that. Or make them say button. I really don't care. I'm going to align them all perfectly, even though it's not going to be like that. So you're going to want to go down to text and give them a name. I'm going to name this one Charlie. No, I'm kidding. Refresh. Now, it doesn't show the whole thing, so you make it show the whole thing. Make it as small as possible. And then put it right next there. Now, if we were to run our project, type in, sometimes if you have this problem where the refresh button covers over your first letter, you're going to want to move it just like this. Move it over. Whoops. Move it just like that. But in our case, it doesn't do that, so we're going to do it there. And now we're going to give this one a name. I'm going to name it Charlie. No, I'm joking. Home. It says ho. Haha. I know. And you're going to want to put it just right there. So that it has a nice little image in it, and you click home and it takes you to the home page, which I would double click there, and we're gonna put in no, we're not gonna do the coding yet. Button 4 back, button 5 forward. Alright, so now we give these guys a little makeup. Whoopsie doodles. Whoopsie doodles. And it's always good to have the back and forward button right next to each other, because they're like brothers and sisters, right? I know, I'm so funny. Now, if we were to run our project, you can have a stop button, put it right there, but you don't need one. Back, forward, it's working. It doesn't work yet, but it looks like a pretty nice thing. Now, if we were to double-click refresh, we're just going to put in coding. So we're going to put web browser 1 dot means the command refresh, and then it'll put those parentheses in there before you, because this program is made to do that. And that's it, and it works. We're going to do the same thing, just change the thing. Web browser 1 dot go home. Go home. Okay, I'll go home. And then web, you might as well put web browser 1, not no to put that, I'm not going to say that. Web browser 1 dot go forward. This is the forward button, right? Yeah. Alright, now we're going to put web browser 1 dot go back. And now what we have is we have this this web browser that's completely amazing, and it works, but that is a big problem, because a lot of people go full screen. You're not gonna have, there's no one who does that, but it's a bit bigger all day. what they do is they go full screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on, and it looks bad with full screen. It only uses a little space. So we're going to click on go. And this is going to take a bit of experimenting. So don't take my first word, just take my last word. Because I'm not exactly sure of the anchoring. And anchoring just means to anchor it in this spot. And they're going to want to anchor everything everywhere. So, and you have this little fun little thing. This is where you can customize it. Don't do exactly what I do. Just customize it so that it isn't anchored there, or there, or that it's anchored there, and it's just not anchored there, and it's anchored there. It's your choice. It's not mine, but this is how to make it like mine. Alright, and now if we were to run our project and go like that, we have this. I was kind of expecting this. Well, it works. As you saw, I clicked the home button, which took us. Now, if you click on our web browser, you can go ahead and click on it, and then you can go down to where it will say URL. This is the kind of the thingy. I'm going to make it youtube.com/cs218087. My YouTube channel. And it already puts that HTTP because it knows that it can't go to youtube.com/cs2187. But so it puts that there so it can go there. It fixes it. Alright, so now we're going to click here, and we're going to go down to its anchoring, and we are, now this might take a bit of experimenting, so we're not going to anchor it right there. Here, it's got to be completely anchored. Here, we're going to anchor it in these two spots. Oh, and here. This may or may not work, but I'm 99% sure that I know what's going to happen. Sorry about that. Yes, I know exactly. Alright, so, you're going to want to take everything except for the search bar, and you're going to want to take its bottom anchor off, except for the text box, because the text box is a text box, not a button. Text box is a good boy, not a bad button. Yikes. Alright, now we are going to do this. What happened here? Oh, yes, we had to anchor this. Yeah, I have to anchor that everywhere, if you didn't see me. Now we click there, and we have this. Now, this is only for me. Don't think this is going to happen to you, because my mouse, something wrong with my screen. The back button is still going to be there. Look, it's wrong. It happens with Google Chrome too. See that my mouse can go over there. Some things go over there. Even my start button half goes over there. I don't know why. So don't think, because this is it will show up. So now, we have a very extremely good web browser. HTTP. You don't have to put this. Enter doesn't work. Click go. It goes to Google. How easy was that? Pretty easy, Colin. I know, right? Alright, now we're going to test something. Click Gmail. Refresh. It refreshes this page. Instead of the Go button, which can work as a refresh button, goes back to Google. Alright, guys. Well, so I'll tell you some bug fixes in the next video. Bye.